Hi, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a collective reading for the week of March 10th through the 16th. As you can see, I'm wearing red. It's almost going to hit 50 to 60 degrees here where I live, which is awesome. Spring is coming in. I feel the earth awakening, coming back alive again. We've almost made it through a long, hard winter, and no matter where you live in the world, it's like we're coming out of this collective darkness. And especially with the potent energies of the week, one of the most significant cosmic events is occurring this week around the Virgo blood moon eclipse. Now, what does this mean? It means that there are a lot of synchronistic events, fated, destined events that have already occurred for a lot of us, honestly, because whenever there's a blood moon eclipse, or any eclipse for that matter of the moon, there is a arc of a monthly energy preceding that moon peak in the eclipse and also 1 month after. So a lot of us have already been feeling these fated karmic events hitting us in some aspect of our lives. Some people, it's every aspect. It's a completely life-altering energy. Others of us, it's hitting one part, one aspect of our lives, whether it's family, the home, a significant relationship, our work, our career, and the shifts and the changes that are unfolding in that. I mean, it is not an understatement to say that this is life-transforming energy that we've been in lately. So these quantum leaps, this acceleration of the energy, is all a revelation of what we need to learn and grow for our highest good in order to elevate in the unfoldment of our consciousness. I know that's a mouthful, but the biggest thing, if you can gather from this week, is to trust in the flow of the universe and release as much fear and doubt as possible. So this is, like I said, a deeply transformative, karmic, fated event in the collective. Whenever there's blood on the moon, it is the divine feminine, the call of the divine feminine in the death, rebirth. Think of it as a phoenix rising moment in your life. A lot of us, like I said, we've already know what we're working with here. Now it's a matter of shedding that, opening us up. This is our deeply felt emotional waters colliding with the Venus in retrograde, colliding with our sovereignty, our inner wisdom, our power, and almost like this cataclysmic converter that will alchemize the path forward, almost like a propellant. So whatever you've been learning about yourself in these energies, it's propelling you into the next chapter. So dead ends, culminations, breaking of cycles, patterns, they must be faced in order for this rebirth to occur. I know it's not very easy, the times that we're living in. There is a collective shadow that has been really kicking up a storm of dust, all right? And this is why we have our inner sight, our inner wisdom. That is our vision that helps you see through the fog, your own inner compass. So this is the week where we're turn it up, folks. Turn up, amplify your light, which is a deep state of a surrender and trust. The more you trust your path and what's unfolding and you let go of control, the easier these energies will be to flow through. Okay, so I think the biggest thing that we need to realize that this time of change, we need this in order for us to awaken to our inner gods and goddesses within, knowing that we have everything we need internally, right, to help us through this time of transition, of change. So with that being said, then this is happening on the 13th, 14th, depending on where you are. It's nearly at the stroke of midnight on the West Coast on the 13th, or 3 a.m. on the East Coast of the States on the 14th. So it's even, the arc is even a portal between 2 days. So take advantage of this. This is an important time to set important intentions for what you were trying to create in your state of becoming. So a lot of us who are on the spiritual path, this is, I want to live more from a surrendered state. I want to release more of the fear I have around stepping into my own divine calling. I want to release the fear around calling in healthy love. I want to release the fear around healing generational trauma and ancestral trauma in my family patterns and my family constellation, right? I want to do the healing work on my inner child. So whatever these intentions are, really commit to them. I think this is a time where we need to be very gentle with ourselves and be very compassionate with the people around us. With Mercury in retrograde, it's a time to be patient, to keep an open mind, and to also take decisive action, right? I'm getting those downloads right now. Now, I have an important passage that I want to read to you. Sometimes I read snippets of a bunch of different writers. Other times it's one significant passage that I think applies to the astrological cosmic events unfolding that week. This is one of those weeks where it just landed in my lap last night and I said, this is it. Now, all of you know I'm a voracious reader. Almost every week I'm talking about some book or another. That's how many books I read. And I think that's a big part of awakening. The high priestess, after all, right? The divine feminine, she is the book of knowledge. It's channeled information. So whatever book spirit sends your way, it's your soul's education. So I take my studies seriously, and I know you all do too. Brianna Weist has a new book that came out at the end of last month called The Life That's Waiting. And this is a passage that she posted online yesterday. And then she extrapolated and she pulled together all these different writers to further accentuate the meaning she was trying to convey. So I want you to take these words in. They really apply to the week ahead, okay? Let's get going. Before we do, though, I want to call Spirit in right now. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for the collective this week. Please help us see whatever we need to see through the eyes of our divine feminine intuitive energies on the path forward in our state of becoming from a place of surrender, exercising fierce compassion for ourselves and those around us. All right. Not everything you lose is a loss. Some things are a freedom. Some things are a second chance. Some things are a miracle in disguise. Some things are a detachment long needed, a clarity brought to blurry eyes. Some things are an intervention. Some things are an unexpected answer to a long chanted prayer. Some things are a healing. Some things are a becoming. Some things are planned long before you ever came to be. Destined events. Some things are a devastation, but others are a vital guidance, the kind of course correction you did not even know you needed, the kind you did not realize you were asking for all along. So this is how she extrapolates on all that. Rumi told us that the womb is the place where the light can enter. Khalil Gibran told us that out of suffering emerges the strongest souls, that the most massive characters are seared with scars. Marcus Aurelius told us that the impediment to action advances action. Is that not so? That what stands in the way becomes the way. Napoleon Hill told us that every adversity, every failure, and every heartache carries with it the seeds of an equal or greater benefit. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross told us that the most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and a deep, loving concern. And that I'm speaking to all of you. Thank you for your sensitivity. Thank you for your compassion. Thank you for your gentleness, and thank you for your deep, loving concern. If these aspects of your being have fallen on deaf ears, I want to tell you how much I appreciate you for all that you possess, for the way you have found your way out of your own depths through the pathway of struggle and suffering and loss. When Joseph Campbell outlines the hero's journey for us, the premise was that at the moment of the deepest and most unmoving difficulty, The protagonists recognized that it was they who must change. That which seemed to derail the path was the pinnacle moment at which the true path was actually revealed. In each case, the epiphany is that the presence of the challenge is the initiator. If we are lucky, our lives will continue to grow as we are presented with new paths and various obstacles among them. To heal is not to arrive at a place where we're absolved of that difficulty. Remember this. But where we no longer interpret the presence of it as our finality, our ending. Rather, we come to see it as yet another beginning in support of the continual unfolding of all we will one day know ourselves to be. In a world where most of us die before we are dead, where most of us hyperfixate on what we cannot control and leave to ruins everything we can, where most of us fear our humanness and our vulnerability, I hope you find the courage to try. I hope you will come to see that just maybe, beneath the journey you fear to take, is the life you had been waiting for all along. I mean, okay, that's all. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you so much for that. Come to that message again and again if you're struggling on the path and you're trying to attach to some sort of outcome, to control, when everything in our lives lately is teaching us to let go. Let go. There is a power in that. Let's get a few frequencies, shall we? What frequencies are the strongest incoming this week? What are the strongest incoming frequencies for the week ahead, for the collective spirit? Strongest incoming frequencies. Delight in the seventh chakra. Yes. Delight in the awakening of the crown. It's like we're all being bathed in new frequencies of consciousness. It's like for those of us who are living on the awakened timeline, this is a glorious celebration of a job well done, of the lessons learned, of a releasing of the struggle, of the letting go of what doesn't serve, of awakening to the compassion within, of ascension. Delight, I feel like too, the most ascended of us all masters, because we are all walking each other home. We are all masters in disguise. Is it not to take in the delights of the highest of high? The nightingale singing, the sun shining, the wind moving through the trees, the laughter in children. Delight. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. So take these delights in. Evoke that in the people around you this week. In the pureness of your soul. In seventh chakra, we have 19 going into 10, which is a 1. This is a new beginning. This marks a new beginning in the collective consciousness, where we are being crowned in the activation of a delightful way of living, of seeing and recognize the joy in ourselves and others with childlike wonder. The energy of the crown chakra supports our feeling of being connected to a higher power and part of a larger whole. Yes. Tap in to the light of the Creator. It is a beautiful journey of self-discovery that could unfold for you this week. Take delight in it. All right, let's get a few more oracle messages. I love it. Delight in the awakening of the seventh chakra. Oh, what did I tell you? Fierce compassion, the divine feminine. Oof, look at that. It's almost like she doesn't even need to say a word, because we feel it rising within her. This is the awakening and the resurrection of the divine feminine in us all, where we soften to ourselves and to each other. We give each other grace. We give each other compassion. Fierce compassion. And then let's pull a moon card. I'm just going to cut the deck. In our state of blossoming, that Venus in retrograde. It is time, like a lotus flower petal blooming for all of us to awaken to our own divinity, to sing the song of our unique vibration, to allow it to amplify out into the world, to no longer dim the light, but to turn up and amplify the light. There's a great healing happening this week in the collective shadow. It's a time to discard the old, you all. Beautiful blossoming. I'm feeling big energy. Big energy. All right, let's go into the tarot. We need a big deck here. We need When Women Had Wings. We got to pull a Divine Feminine deck, right? Let's see. Let's pull in the energies for the week ahead through the tarot as we take delight in almost like I'm getting a welcome home. I remember one time, this ages me, you all, but I did go to a rainbow gathering back in the day when it was pure, and I walked in and everyone welcomed me as if I was a family member. We are not separated. We belong to each other. We belong to this planet. And I walked in and I was looking around me, and everyone kept saying, "Welcome home, brother. Welcome home, sister." We are family, soul family, all of us. It's like when we start seeing the world this way, everything becomes magical. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget the feeling that I had amongst people who live with open hearts. Those are the kind of people that you want in your life. People that open you, not make you shut down out of fear. The people that lift you higher. Oh, it's a beautiful energy this week, y'all. I feel it coming in. We're being bathed in it. Higher frequencies of consciousness. Seven of Swords. It's time to remove the collective mask. The way we have been trained to operate through fear, through distrust. Seven of Swords. Tower. Whoa. Some people are being eclipsed out of your life for a reason because they're not ready. They're not ready to be living in unity consciousness. They're not ready for the 5D reality. They still have work to do. Bless them. Pray for them. Honor the way they have taught you to raise in your consciousness, to transform. Ten of Pentacles. Wow. I gotta get one more. Holy smokes. Ace of Swords, Four Cups. Wow, all of the elements are coming together and coalescing under this blood moon eclipse. And look at the full moon. It's whatever needs to be dismantled because it cannot be trusted, whatever that is. People, places, and things that don't have your best interest, that wear a mask, that are operating in 3D egoic patterns, must be removed. Must be removed. And also, this is the parts of ourselves we don't trust that we need to finish healing. Okay? So that we can step into the infinite abundance that we are the creators of our own reality. And it's time to have clarity and to trust in the divine guidance and the protection surrounding every light worker on this planet. We are divinely guided and protected. Yes, it's deeply sad. It's sad when we look around and we're like, oh my God, they know not what they do. They know not what they do. But you have to let go of trying to change people. That is the path. That is the way. When you surrender and let go of trying to control people who aren't ready. This is the time to surround yourself with the people who are, who have the clarity, that are not clouded by lack, by victimization, that must move through the world through deceptive ways to get what they want. That is not the way forward anymore. It's not the way. It's not the true way. The true path is the path of truth, of justice. There is a lot of positive karma through the dismantling of what no longer serves this week. And it's a time to bless and kiss the most painful, hardest of lessons. And that deeper truth is that not everyone can join you on this journey. There are new people coming in that are going to be part of your path of abundance. And they will be there for your own blossoming, to encourage that blossoming. Let's clarify the Tower. The Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. Yes! It's a new journey. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's literally the beginning of spring. Let whatever needs eclipse out of your life go. There's a finality. It's an ending point. It's a karmic ending. The Tower. So we can be happy. Nine of Cups. The Magician and the Page of Cups. This is the path of forgiving, right? Forgiving, for they know not what they do. They don't have the eyes with which to see. Please pray for these people that you know, have known, and will continue to only think the best for them. It's time to step out of the negative narrative, the victimized narrative. Hold everyone in the light of consciousness. Hold everyone in the light of forgiveness, of openness. And honor the struggle. This is the time period that out of the dismantling of the old, out of the chaos that this blood moon eclipse is bringing in, it is about our own personal power and our own sovereignty. To realize that we create the magic and that we can reach for wholeness at any time. We have the 9 going into the 10 with the Ace. We're getting the final cup. It's time to go towards the promised land of our 10 of Cups and our 10 of Pentacles now. Nothing is ever wasted, you all. I think the Holy Grail was with us all along. This is when we make peace with the past. Make peace with your past this week, okay? Let's get a few affirmations. We're all being protected, those of us who are on the path. I trust that my desires are within my reach. I release guilt and shame. I will accept change with openness. Perfect. Perfect affirmations for the week. Trust that your desires are within your reach, okay? And release the guilt and shame of the past. Change is in the wind, you all. It's mighty, it's fierce. Let what needs to go, go, because it cannot be trusted. It's only going to perpetuate more victimization, more negative, more struggle. We have a choice now. We have a choice who we decide to commit to for the next journey. We have clarity now. We're sifting and sorting. We have this is the path is being made clear. Have compassion. Have compassion. Let's get some final advice. And then we're going to read from the Book of Awakening. And then I have a special announcement. We've got an amazing program that is coming toward all of you who are curious. I have been collaborating with my spiritual mentor, and we're creating a beautiful container for the ascension and elevation of every aspect of your life. We're going to be walking together. She is the leader. I am helping to fortify this. We have the Page of Wands. Look at that. Look how happy he is. He's like, I got a camera and I am at the Great Pyramids and isn't life amazing and grand. Knight of Swords and the Three of Wands. This is a powerful week of growth and personal development where we're reaching the plateau of a new vista and our ideas and dreams are taking flight. This is the time to take our ideas and to take action in the direction of those ideas. Put it into motion. This is an accelerant, okay? As we shed the old, right? And welcome the new. And this is going to require strategic thinking with the King of Swords, of shaping and molding our ideas with clarity. I love this. This is a great week to get excited, to take action, to put our plans in motion, to act with integrity, in alignment with our ultimate growth, so that we may ascend. See the bigger picture of your life and make the plans. Whether you want to go to a seminar, travel abroad, take that class, meet new people. This is the time to get excited, to dwell in the delights of the activation of the higher collective energies, and surrender to the things that you can no longer trust. The people you can no longer trust. The people that are not meant to be in your life. So you can enjoy your life, experience the illumination, bliss, harmony, and happiness. The sun. All right, you all. Let's now read from the Book of Awakening, Mark Nepo. Oh my goodness. Y'all have totally put me on this high today. March 10th, the Creator's Cycle. We survive and then we die. An Ojibwe elder. Nothing escapes the Creator's cycle, not plants, horses, trees, birds, or human beings. Not the life of the mind, not the life of the heart, not the life of the spirit. All living things emerge, gather, spark new life, fall apart, die, and emerge in new ways. Each soul is a gust of God's breath, unfolding in the great energy that surrounds us like an ever-moving stream. The goal is not to cheat death, but to live in the stream with a humility and aliveness that only an acceptance of death can release. Telling you, death, rebirth, this is powerful. When we try to deny death, we can grow sick from frantically chasing any challenge that will occupy our minds. And living the other extreme, we can grow sick from thinking only of death, from letting death be all that we see. This makes a sad career of fear. Beyond all design and desire, we survive, and like stones that are eroded by forces that can never be seen or stopped, our reward is the pain and wonder of bearing our inner beauty to the sky. What we carry deep within, if we live honestly, will inevitably be worn outwardly. The experience of living this fully has nothing to do with removing ourselves from the Creator's cycle. Too often we struggle stubbornly in an attempt to protect ourselves from the friction of being alive, when it is precisely that friction that works our spirit into a seeable gem. We are more malleable than we think, more durable and changeable than all hope. Thin and fragment petals do not hide from the wind. They survive to die and break ground again. Even within one life, we shred and reroot. We break, bleed, and rearrange into yet another beautiful thing that learns how to reach. Resisting this process doubles our pain. Singing our way through it is the source of wisdom and beauty. Yes, Mark. What is your greatest fear about dying? What is your greatest fear about living? Do these fears have anything in common? How would you shape your life if you didn't have these fears? What if you shaped your life in this way anyway? Ooh. I'll tell you what, that is perfect for the week. The Creator's cycle. We survive, then we die. There's a powerful rebirth happening, you all. That concludes our reading. Now I'm going to go to this important announcement. All right. So March 15th is a cutoff date where if you sign up or get a discovery call in the books, you will save $500 on this program coming up. It's running for 3 months' time. Every week we're going to gather together. We're going to elevate. We're going to learn and grow. Every aspect of your life will be impacted by this container. My friend Mary and I, it's something that we're co-creating. We're deepening. We're calling everybody in who feels called to participate in this. It's called Walk With Me, Quantum Healing and Timeline Shifting Mentorship. It's going to be life-changing. I cannot wait for this to begin. So get on her discovery calls. She's totally packed up with interest. Secure your place. I believe there might even be 2 that might be running coinciding with this launch. I cannot wait to be a part of this. I'm going to be participating in it. I'm also going to be doing some divination work in it. We're going to be helping other people in a group format online, so you can tune in, whether you can make it at the times we meet or not. This is going to help you elevate, okay? In every aspect of your life. We are here to help lead and guide you. So if you're feeling called to this, go to the cosmic dots. All the links are going to be below in the description box. Cannot wait to start this. We also will be leading spiritual retreats, probably in Ibiza, where she lives, maybe New England. Who knows where we'll be called to go, but there will be in-person events at some point, probably later in the year, or even, probably in the next year. I've been busy, you all. You may have noticed a downgrade or decrease in what I've been posting lately. I have now officially closed. I'm still working on removing all of my stuff, but I've had a brick and mortar holistic center for 10 years. And I've been a healer for 27 years, doing energy work and body work on thousands of people all over the country in the US. I've been everywhere, helping people one-on-one. And I want to thank anyone and everyone who feels called to get a private reading from me. I put my heart and soul in every word, and I speed it up, and I give you as much as I can to help you on your journey. And it's been beautifully profound. Lately, I've been feeling called to do more mediumship, more psychic work. Who knows where I'm headed? And this is the beauty of the energies in which we live. Go where you're led. Go where you're guided. Deepen in your gifts. Awaken to your abilities. Trust your path. Trust your soul. You'll be surprised where it leads you if you give up control. All right. Namaste, beautiful. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. Take care.